So these jobs are what I consider minimalist jobs. They are bootstrap startups, meaning they don't require much, if anything, at all to get started. So if you're a mom, if you're a homeschool mom, if you're looking for some coffee money, let me help you, okay? Hello, my name is Lena. I am a mother. We are home learners. We love to travel, and I'm in my RV right now. And what else? I'm a minimalist, but not just any kind of minimalist. I'm an extreme minimalist. I have a worm farm here in my backyard, and we not only buy less stuff, we try to buy less stuff. Maybe my standard of less is different than your standard of less and his standard of less, but we try. We recycle our garbage into the belly of a worm, and it comes out black gold. Literally, that's what it's called. It's actually, the scientific term would be like vermicast, worm castings, but people put this into their garden and it rehabilitates soil. It's something I'm so passionate about. And honestly, I claim minimalism because it is what has gotten me to where I am. It was a tool in the toolbox. It did not pan out the way I expected. It didn't do the dishes for me. It didn't make my house beautiful. It didn't make my house any less old or, kid looking. But it did provide the means to getting me to clarity, to focus, to how I want the end of my life to look, with a legacy I want to leave behind. And today I'm going to share 5 jobs that I do, and I think I could do these jobs because I became a minimalist. So these jobs are what I consider minimalist jobs. They are bootstrap startups, meaning they don't require much, if anything, at all to get started. So if you're a mom, if you're a homeschool mom, if you're looking for some coffee money, let me help. So I just mentioned that I'm a worm farmer. I didn't know it. I just wanted to start a compost in my backyard. Someone mentioned that red wiggler composting worms could actually eat my trash, okay? So I sent my husband to the store. I said, hey, pick me up a cup of red wiggler composting worms. He went to our local Tractor Supply. He brought home a little bait-sized cup of red wiggler worms. I think they were fishing bait. And he said, here. I threw them into a pile of trash I'd been saving for way too long that smelled way too rancid. And next thing you know, it disappears. It didn't happen overnight. It did take a few months, maybe 6 months, but now I have so many worm castings, I don't even know what to do with them. So I listed them on Facebook, and they sell. I had read a book, so I knew that they sold. I knew that they were worth a lot of money, but last year when I tried to sell them, I didn't do very well. This year when I tried to sell them, I was able to deliver $20 worth that had 5 pounds in it, which judging by what people are selling them nearby, I might have actually been selling them a little low. But if you missed that, I'll leave it in the description. But worm castings are worth a lot of money. So I was able to connect with a lot of people that wanted them. I had a little delivery service with me and my kids, and we made money off of like 250 pounds of worm castings. I didn't know I was becoming a worm farmer. Now I have 6 really big bins, and I'm getting ready to sell worms to our local community with worm castings because it's the middle of gardening season, and I'm sure people's soil need a bit of help. So worm castings, worms, teaching people how to worm farm so that they could have worm castings for their backyard gardens. That is a lucrative business, and it's growing. I promise you that in 5 years, everyone will know how to have a worm bin because it's going to be all over the internet. It's going to be something that is kind of like regenerative farming, where we all want to know more because it's counter to culture, to the way that people are living. And if you find minimalism, you likely will desire less and less and less, and then you'll go into this whole home ecology where everything is working together in unison beautifully with Earth. Maybe not. I don't know. But so I am a worm farmer. Number 2, I always am wearing these wonky headphones because I wake up super early in the morning to teach. I love learning, and I don't know who said it, but when we teach, we learn. I sign online at really early hours in the morning to talk to students in China. I have younger students. I literally had to stop this YouTube video to teach a couple of sisters who were 7 and 9 about salad. VIP Kid is the company that I work for. You do need a degree, you need headphones, you need a t-shirt that's inviting. Mine says, my favorite flour is wheat, and we actually screen print these. If you're a sourdough person, I will leave the link to my shop in the description below. This job I found before COVID hit, and I taught all throughout COVID at home in my sweatpants. It buys me coffee. It helps pay for our travel. I'm in my RV right now. This is where I teach because we live in a tiny home, so I need a little bit of extra space to teach, and I absolutely love it. If I could just do ESL and move with my family abroad, that would be my dream. But so if you don't have a degree and that's something that you want to look into, because teaching English to people and learning about culture sounds interesting to you, there actually is another company that I work for. It's called Candly, and you talk to adults and children. I love VIP Kid because it's just open and go. It's so easy, it's so mindless. I absolutely love it. And I can look like this and show up and teach in my RV and do it while I'm traveling with my family, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're screen printers. I also sell merch through Printify. If you're curious about Printify, I'll try to find some resources. It's so easy. You create a template, or you create, a design on Canva, you upload it to Printify. They have really cool brands like Bella Canvas. The shirts are made and dyed in LA, and they use more sustainable practices, I believe, but the shirts that I love are called Comfort Colors, and each one is individually dyed, and they try to use practices that are earth friendly and that are, I guess, more sustainable, and that where they have the maker in mind. So I tried to align my values and my beliefs with, I need clothes to wear, so I might as well sell them and wear them. I always have to do things that are like businessy. I don't know why, but if it doesn't align with making money or being earth friendly, then I don't want a part of it. Another thing that I do is I'm a sourdough teacher. My family eats sourdough every single day. That's the premise that I go off of. And the reason is because we have a sourdough starter. So if you want to have good bread, you got to use your sourdough starter. So I teach people how to maintain their sourdough starters here on YouTube. And I show them recipes to use throughout the week, throughout the weekend, throughout the month. And when you use your sourdough starter, it makes good bread. If I lost you, I'm sorry. I have had 5 classes here in town. I had them when my baby was little, so they were a little bit rough, but I'm here. I'm going to be planning a few here in the next coming months. I'll leave the link below to my synopsis on how the classes went, what I used, my materials that I used. And so if you're curious, if you have a sourdough starter and you're like, yeah, I need to make money, I have a sourdough starter, how can I use it to make money without having to sell bulk bread because my oven is small and janky, then have a sourdough class, because there are people that want to learn. I had one online. I had like 6 or 7 people show up. That was a way to earn money, to feel like I'm using my sourdough starter to help other moms, and it was just really, really, really rewarding. So I don't know if you can hear my kids yelling outside, but they're playing outside, they're having fun. And guess what? I get to be here because of the 5 jobs that I do. If you have a job that is a bootstrap startup that you absolutely love, please leave it in the comments below. We need ideas. Moms need ideas. We're looking for ways that we can stay home with our kids, or maybe you're not. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's not easy, but we have this pull towards home. YouTube, I know, is a thing for a lot of moms. But ESL teaching has always been there for me. There's always a client base, it pays well, and it's just a really awesome thing. That's probably my favorite other than worm farming, because we have to, it's kind of a little bit of work to get the worm castings out of the bin. But anyways, if I lost you, sorry. So I will leave more links, a little bit more details in the description, and I have a blog post where I detail these jobs out for you. I hope this video is helpful. I hope that you're able to find something so that you can buy your coffee and enjoy motherhood a bit more. Not that motherhood needs any more enjoyment, but yes, these are minimalist jobs because they require little to no investment, and they allow you to be with your family, travel, enjoy life. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more tips on how my family of 7 lives in less than 600 square feet. Goodbye.